I have seen a lot of films in my lifetime, but I have a huge blind spot with Disney classics, including films like Cinderella, Hercules, Aladdin, and Dumbo. Before watching the remake of Beauty and the Beast, I decided to avoid the original and to go in the movie with fresh eyes, and I've decided to do that with all the Disney classics that they are going to eventually remake, including this film. So keep in mind for this review, I am coming from the perspective where I have not seen the original Dumbo. I don't know what happened in the movie, what things are similar, what things are different. So I'm going in completely new. This is the first Dumbo I have ever seen. And I actually really ended up enjoying this movie. Is it a great film? Not really, but is it entertaining? Yes. Does it have some very impactful moments? Yes. And did I enjoy myself while watching it? I did. For starters, I really enjoyed the story of Dumbo himself, along with the two children who believe in his magic, particularly the young actress Nico Parker. And like I said, there are some very impactful moments in this movie, all of which revolve around them. And as most of you probably know, Dumbo is a baby elephant with overly large ears that allow him to fly. And his upbringing with his mother and everything with that storyline was done very well, and I think fans of the original will be happy with how this is dealt with. What really surprised me was how this story connected with Parker's character and her own connection with her mother. This is really where the heart of the film is, and the payoff of these two character arcs worked very well for me. I even got a little emotional when these two arcs came to an end, and I think this is the most important job this film had, and since it did it very well, I have to give props to this movie. I also enjoyed Colin Farrell in this movie, despite him not getting the most revolutionary character arc. I did enjoy his involvement, but mostly how he supported Dumbo and Millie's story. And let's talk about Danny DeVito in this movie, who I thought stole the entire film. He was honestly perfect for his role, and he had fun with his over-the-top character. This film also has a lot of elements that I thought was just fine, including Eva Green, who is a staple in all of Tim Burton's movies as of recently, and I thought she was fine with her character, but her character really only gets one line of backstory and wasn't really too interesting, but I thought she was fine in the role. The plot itself is also fine. Like I said, I enjoyed Millie and Dumbo's story, but everything else is very, very predictable and generic, and it wasn't really anything groundbreaking or anything I haven't really seen before. And to top off the small Batman reunion, Michael Keaton is also in this film, but unfortunately I didn't really enjoy his role in this film. Keaton is a great actor who has played so many different heroes and villains throughout his career, and I love that he's been in so many movies the past few years, but this role just wasn't great. He plays a very predictable and quite dumb villain who seemed like your generic greedy businessman who doesn't appreciate the animals or the circus as a whole. It was cool seeing Tim Burton, Danny DeVito, and Michael Keaton all working on the same film together once again, but I just wish Keaton's character had more to do. And this is a Tim Burton movie, so of course he has to put some weird shit in this movie. There is a scene in this movie involving bubbles that I found very strange and out of place. I'm not sure if it harkens back to anything in the original film, but it felt very much like I was watching a Tim Burton film at that point. Also, Michael Buffer's in this movie. I mean, why not? Overall, I thought the most important things Burton had to do with this movie, he did very well, so I commend him for that. With this film's entertainment value, the heartwarming story at the core of this movie, and also the very fun tone throughout the entire thing, I do think this is a movie that you all should check out, even if you haven't seen the original film. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also check me out on Twitter at @TheRMovies. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next review.